Every legend has a beginning, and in the world of Pokémon, that beginning is Bulbasaur. The very first entry in the Pokédex, a creature born of nature itself, half beast, half plant, carrying the seed of growth on its back. More than just a starter Pokémon, Bulbasaur became a symbol of loyalty, strength, and balance. From battles in the games to unforgettable moments in the anime and manga, its story is one of the most iconic in the entire franchise. Today, in Anime Chronicles, we uncover the complete biography of Bulbasaur, the Pokémon that started it all. Bulbasaur, known in Japan as Fushigidane, is one of the most iconic Pokémon in the entire franchise. As the National Pokédex #1, it holds a special place in the history of the series, symbolizing the very beginning of the Pokémon world for millions of players around the globe. Designed by Ken Sugimori, Bulbasaur is classified as a grass, poison-type Pokémon. Its design combines elements of a small amphibian-like creature, resembling a reptilian toad or dinosaur, with a unique botanical twist, the large seed growing on its back. According to the Pokédex, Bulbasaur's seed was planted at birth and slowly grows as the Pokémon develops. The seed stores energy from sunlight, which Bulbasaur absorbs through photosynthesis. This fascinating biological fusion between animal and plant makes Bulbasaur stand out, as it is essentially a living symbiosis of two different life forms. Unlike most Pokémon, Bulbasaur's seed has direct ties to its growth process. The Pokédex explains that if it spends too much time in darkness without sunlight, it may weaken, reinforcing the idea that its life force depends on photosynthetic energy. In terms of physical description, Bulbasaur is a small quadrupedal Pokémon with a blue-green body covered in darker blotches. It has red eyes, pointed ears, and a wide mouth that gives it a friendly yet determined expression. The seed on its back is the most striking feature. Over time, this seed absorbs nutrients and energy, eventually preparing Bulbasaur for further transformations. Its height is around 0.7 meters, 2.4, and it weighs about 6.9 kilograms, 15.2 lbs, making it one of the smaller starter Pokémon. Bulbasaur's typing is also noteworthy. Being both grass and poison type, it gains access to moves that deal with both nature and toxins, making it strategically versatile. This dual typing gives it advantages against water, ground, and rock types, but leaves it vulnerable to fire, ice, psychic, and flying attacks. This balance in strengths and weaknesses made it an interesting starter choice in the original Pokémon Red and Blue versions, often considered the easiest starter for beginners since it excelled in the first two gyms, Brock's Rock-type and Misty's Water-type Pokémon. The name Bulbasaur itself reflects its hybrid nature. Bulba refers to bulb, the plant structure on its back, while Saur comes from the Greek word for lizard, sauros. In Japanese, Fushigidane is a play on words roughly translating to, "It's strange, isn't it?" referencing its mysterious fusion of plant and animal. From its origins, Bulbasaur has represented the theme of growth, balance, and beginnings. As the first entry in the Pokédex, it not only introduces the concept of Pokémon evolution, but also symbolizes the harmony between nature and creatures in the Pokémon world. Bulbasaur's role in the anime is one of the most memorable among the original 151 Pokémon. It was heavily featured during the first season of the series, becoming one of Ash Ketchum's most reliable and loyal Pokémon. Ash's Bulbasaur first appeared in the episode Bulbasaur and the Hidden Village. In this story, Ash and his friends encounter a hidden sanctuary run by a woman named Melanie, who protects abandoned Pokémon. Bulbasaur acted as a guardian of the village, defending the weaker Pokémon from harm. This protective and selfless nature immediately set it apart from other wild Pokémon. After Ash helped prove his worth and trust, Bulbasaur decided to join him, marking the start of a long and loyal partnership. Unlike many other Pokémon that Ash caught, Bulbasaur was notable for refusing to evolve despite multiple opportunities. This choice became a central part of its identity, showing that strength doesn't always require change. Its determination to remain as a Bulbasaur resonated deeply with fans, symbolizing the importance of self-acceptance and staying true to oneself. In battles, Ash's Bulbasaur consistently proved to be resourceful and reliable. It frequently used moves such as Vine Whip, Razor Leaf, Leech Seed, and Solar Beam. Vine Whip, in particular, became one of its signature techniques, often used not only for offense, but also creatively for defense, grabbing objects or rescuing others. Bulbasaur had key moments throughout Ash's journey in Kanto, the Orange Islands, and Johto. It fought in important battles such as the Indigo League, helped manage conflicts between Ash's other Pokémon at Professor Oak's laboratory, and often acted as a peacemaker among the team. Its level-headed and calm personality contrasted with Ash's more impulsive Pokémon like Charizard or Pikachu, making it a cornerstone of the group dynamic. Another highlight came during the Bulbasaur's Mysterious Garden episode, where Ash's Bulbasaur was invited to evolve alongside others of its kind. However, it refused, reinforcing its personal choice to remain as it was. This moment became one of the most iconic examples of individuality in the Pokémon anime. Bulbasaur wasn't limited to Ash either. Other trainers such as May, Shauna, and even Bulbasaur's appearances in various spin-off anime episodes also gave fans different perspectives on the species. Still, Ash's Bulbasaur remains the most recognized, appearing in multiple seasons, always portrayed as loyal, dependable, and brave. Bulbasaur's presence extended far beyond the anime. In the Pokémon Adventures manga, which follows storylines closer to the video games, Bulbasaur was also given an important role. The character Red, who serves as the manga counterpart to the game's protagonist, started his journey with a Bulbasaur. Just as in the anime, this Bulbasaur became one of his most trusted partners, showcasing both strength and loyalty. Throughout the manga, Bulbasaur fought against powerful opponents and demonstrated creative use of its grass-type abilities. Its growth and development closely paralleled Red's journey as a trainer. Readers saw how Bulbasaur adapted to battles, strategies, and challenges, embodying the balance between nature and combat that defines the species. In other manga adaptations, Bulbasaur often appeared as one of the starter options given to new trainers, reinforcing its role as a classic beginning Pokémon. It sometimes was portrayed as mischievous, stubborn, or protective, but always with a strong heart. Outside of manga, Bulbasaur also featured heavily in Pokémon merchandise, movies, and short animations. In Pokémon, the first movie, Bulbasaur fought bravely against clones created by Mewtwo. In countless trading cards across the Pokémon TCG, it has been represented with a wide range of artwork, often emphasizing its grassy habitat or battle readiness. One interesting note is Bulbasaur's role in promotional campaigns. Being the very first Pokédex entry, it has often been used in marketing to symbolize the roots of the franchise. For example, during Pokémon anniversaries, Bulbasaur frequently appears alongside Pikachu and Charmander, representing the original starter trio. Even in spin-off games like Pokémon Mystery Dungeon, Bulbasaur is playable as either the main character or partner, depending on personality quizzes taken by the player. This gave fans another chance to experience the Pokémon's world through its perspective, reinforcing its popularity and emotional connection. In short, Bulbasaur's presence in manga and spin-offs consistently portrayed it as dependable, strategic, and central to the Pokémon mythos. Of course, one cannot discuss Bulbasaur without diving deep into its presence in the video games. In Pokémon Red, Blue, and Green, Bulbasaur was one of the 3 starter Pokémon offered to players by Professor Oak. For many, choosing Bulbasaur meant choosing a balanced and steady journey. Its advantages in the early gyms gave new players confidence, while its grass-poison typing provided tactical variety. Bulbasaur appeared in nearly every mainline Pokémon game, either as a starter or obtainable through events, trades, or the Safari Zone. In Pokémon Yellow, it was given as a gift Pokémon, ensuring players could experience it even if they started with Pikachu. In later generations, Bulbasaur was often distributed during special events, or found in remakes like Fire Red and Leaf Green. Let's go, Pikachu! And Let's Go, Eevee, and through transfer systems like Pokémon Home. Its moveset has always emphasized its botanical and poisonous nature. Signature moves like Leech Seed and Solar Beam make it a versatile Pokémon for both casual and competitive play. While not the strongest in high-level battles, Bulbasaur often finds its niche as a support Pokémon, spreading status conditions or recovering health through draining moves. In terms of popularity, Bulbasaur has always had a unique standing. While some fans gravitated toward the fiery Charmander or the cool Squirtle, Bulbasaur built a reputation as the underdog starter. Over the years, it gained a cult following for its resilience, personality, and symbolism as the first Pokémon in the Pokédex. Its cultural impact is undeniable. Bulbasaur has been featured in countless pieces of artwork, fan creations, memes, and official celebrations. It embodies the essence of Pokémon as a franchise, a world where creatures blend fantasy, nature, and companionship. To this day, Bulbasaur remains a fan favorite across generations. Whether appearing in mainline games, spin-offs like Pokémon, Snap and Pokémon Go, or nostalgic re-releases, it continues to carry the torch as the beginning of every trainer's adventure. In conclusion, Bulbasaur is not just the first Pokémon. It is a symbol of growth, loyalty, and the bond between humans and nature. Its role in anime, manga, games, and pop culture has made it timeless. Even without evolving, Bulbasaur has proven that it doesn't need transformation to be powerful. It is already legendary in its own right.